This is Renewing the Man. Clarity under pressure. The weekly call to bring clarity to your situation.
My head's the mountain now.
How was your trip?
Oh man, it was good. It was a major change up from routine, that's for sure. Wake up and
Nice.
not have to do something for a second. But we had
Right?
with family time, of course. So yeah, it was good. My sister-in-law definitely feeds us like kings and queens.
Nice.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was
wow.
like rich food, and just at night it was like make your candy bowl with like Reese's Pieces, Reese's peanut butter cups.
Oh, my
Got your
God.
Skittles, your Sour Patch Kids, your Twizzlers, peanut M&Ms. Just put it all in the bowl and
Oh,
just
my
like,
God. How
yeah,
much weight did you gain?
25 pounds is not bad.
Oh yeah.
Nah, yeah,
Oh, man.
I had probably like 6, 7, but it's amazing. That might be why my head hurts. Sugar rush, because it's like, yeah, we went from that to like this week right back to my routine diet, and right away I could feel my body going back to like,
Oh, wow.
yeah,
Right?
just high protein veggies. Stay with that, and I feel good. Don't need to eat too much either. So it's but anyway, aside from the diet, it was a good time. Yeah,
Awesome.
we had some
Just,
good memories. Yeah, my daughter, the whole family wanted to see her, of course, because she's running around and doing good. So
Awesome.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It was -20 and snowing pretty much the whole time.
Gross.
Yeah, so it was like, man, big difference compared to here. One day it was like 10 and like the sidewalks, everything was clear and sunny, and then the next day you got sideways flurries, and it's just, I think it's like -15, and so then we
Wow.
get back here and we walk out the airport. We're like, oh, we don't need jackets.
I'm in Southern California for my friend's wedding vow renewal, and so I left. It was
Nice.
4 degrees at 5 a.m. on Thursday morning. I get here and it's like 22 degrees. I'm just like, all right, yeah, this is all right.
That's nice, eh?
That's so good.
Are you close to? I know you're close to a beach behind you there in the picture, but are you close to some beach and water? Or?
Yeah, like a few blocks away. We're
Wow,
close.
that's
Yeah,
gonna be
it's
nice,
awesome.
eh?
Yeah,
And 22 degrees, that's pretty good.
yeah,
You're doing well too? Keeping good?
yeah. Things are going well. I got to be back for Monday to help out with month end. Otherwise, I'd spend another day here. But
Nice.
I got to fly out tomorrow morning. Um, but that's all I could get off from work. So, um,
Yeah, yeah.
but work's going well. We're got a good month so far, and
Good.
yeah, things are going well. But it was spring break for my daughter this past week, so she messaged me on Sunday. She's like, "Dad, can I have a sleepover with my friend tonight?" I'm like, "I got to work in the morning, but sure, yeah, of course, you're more than welcome to come and stay." And then Monday, she's like, "Can I have another sleepover?" I'm like, "Yeah, of course, no problem. Like whenever you want to be here, like that's cool." So
Yeah.
get to see
Good.
her and hang out and drive her around a bit and just be there
Sweet,
for her.
man.
It's awesome. Yeah.
There you go. What was it?
Yeah.
I forget the line of work you were doing there before.
So
Um,
I work at Galaxy Motors. It's a car dealership.
yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. And like sales or in
Service.
um
So I run
service?
the shop, making
Okay,
sure
sweet.
work to do and the parts are there so they can fix cars and make sure that vehicles are safe before we sell
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, that's a good idea.
them.
Well, I'm glad they got a trustworthy guy like you doing that, because, geez, that could get dangerous if it wasn't properly done.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. So yeah, take
Wally,
great
are you cooking in 30, 40 degrees over there? It looks pretty warm.
It's sunny. I mean, it's a nice sunny day. Like it's
Yeah, it's
really
beautiful
beautiful.
there. Nice. Blue skies.
Yeah. And I was just hanging out with this Serbian girl who's super fucking beautiful. Sorry for the language.
Yeah,
And I was like, I would just kind of tapped into her a little bit, and she's like, I go, oh, so yeah, she's like, yeah, my boyfriend. I'm like, oh. I was like, yo, you're questioning your relationship. You guys are about to break up. She goes, how the fuck do you know that?
yeah,
And then she
yeah,
was flirting. And then she was flirting with me as well. And then I showed her my house. She's like, "Oh my god!" But oh my god, she's stunning.
yeah.
So she's going to. I'm like, I might. I was like, I was joking with her. I'm like, oh, she's like, "Oh my god, this is a house I've been wanting. I wanted to know who lived here, and I would love to live there." And I'm like, "Who knows? We might get married."
Oh man. Lance romance, eh?
Oh man. I don't know.
What's up,
She's
Andy?
Serbian too. I'm like, she goes, "Oh, Serbian." I'm like, "Oh, that's exactly what I need. Another Serbian ex-wife, right?"
Yeah.
She's
I
like,
never dated one myself, but
"Yeah, no, she's a stunner." Here, I'll give you fucking.
Oh wow.
please.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, she's
yeah,
pretty.
yep. Here, I can do it again. That.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, she's
Yeah.
a beautiful girl, that's for
I,
sure.
I mean, that's what I go for.
Mhm.
Gee, I don't blame you.
And he's like, "What's going on here?"
What did I just walk into?
Yeah. How
Fun,
you doing,
Andy.
buddy?
Good, good. How are y'all?
Good.
Good. Were you back home?
Yeah, yeah. Back at the house,
Happy
we had a.
Yeah.
Me and my son went. There's kind of like a little men's Bible study thing they do once a month.
Oh, nice.
Sweet, man.
So yeah, we just got back from that. It's supposed to run from 7:30 to 9. It always runs till like 9:30, 9:45, and I wasn't sure if I was gonna be able to jump on because my daughter and I were supposed to go shopping, and then I text her on the way back, and she's like, "I'm not even ready yet," and I was like, "I didn't see that one coming." I was like, "Cool, cool. I'll go jump on this call."
Nice.
Awesome. How you
Was that
feeling from
cool?
yesterday? I wanted to ask, like, if you want to share a little bit from the pull you did.
Yeah, no, it doing good. The thing that continues to, well, not continues. I guess the thing that keeps coming into my head is like, at what point do I try and re-engage with her, and in what way?
It's
Um,
not about you re-engaging. It's about allowing her, giving her the space for her to re-engage with you. That's
that
the whole
makes
purpose of
sense.
what we're doing, right?
That makes sense because the
She has to.
mind goes.
You're remagnetizing yourself right now. Right now, you're both like your polarities are on the same polarity, and you're pushing against each other, right? So we're gonna
Mhm,
switch her to like negative. You stay positive, and then she has to be the one attracting herself and being pulled back to you by you leading. So it's not you re-engaging; it's you leading by
mhm,
example. It's you changing your energetic presence. It's you allowing for her to feel safe again. That you're not going to
mhm.
judge her. You're not going to shave her. You're not going to justify. You're not going to deflect, right? And that you're going to be able to hear and understand her and make her feel heard. That's going to magnetize her to you. So it's not about you re-engaging. It's about you giving her the space for her to for her again to find the permission within herself to re-engage with you.
That makes sense because that's then that is, yeah, that's the struggle in my mind because it's like, am I supposed to be, I don't know, like trying to make romantic gestures or something like that? And I think that then the answer is
No,
yep.
no, absolutely not. No,
It's gonna push her away further.
it's going to push
Yep.
her away further,
Yeah.
right? So anything romantic, you stay away from that. And if something wants to be romantic, she will engage. She will let you know.
And then run
Makes
with it.
sense.
And then you
Yeah.
just follow her lead. In that moment, right? So, like, we take a little bit of what we learned in the other company that Nick and I used to be coaches in. What I think is like, she manages, you lead,
Got it.
right? So you lead by you shifting and changing, becoming the man you've always wanted to become in the relationship. By doing the work, letting go of the resentment, the anger, the frustration, the hurt, whatever is there, you know, that you like right now she's acting like a 17-year-old rebellious girl with, fighting her, going against her father in a sense, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So with that being said, the more that you try to control that, the more you try to hold that, the more if you try to engage or manipulate that, she's going to feel it. She's going to feel more unsafe and run away, right? The other direction.
That makes sense, and I'm glad y'all are sharing that because, like I said, that's where it's like, in my mind, it's okay because I feel like I'm doing nothing. Like I feel like
Yeah.
I got to take an action outside of just the work on me, because the worry is oh well, if I just make no action for 6 months or however long it is,
Yeah.
that oh well, this is gonna die. It's gonna die on the vine. But I see what you're saying of, yeah, if I do drop little things, like
Right.
if I don't know, if we're
You remember
swapping houses or
yesterday we
swapping
talked
kids
about
and I leave
that.
flowers on the counter, that could be
Right.
problematic.
No, I mean, you only do that for a birthday or Mother's Day, right? You don't do it you make it from the kids, basically. You don't do it from you. You do it for the kids, from the kids to her, not from you, right? So these are kind of things you have to be aware of and be careful
Say
of,
it again
right?
while you
When
say it again
if
while
you
you're
want to get,
breaking up for me a little bit.
okay, can you hear me now? Or hold
I
on.
can hear you the whole time. I think it may be Andy's
Okay.
connection.
So I was saying
Oh, it's
that
on me.
if you get flowers, make it from the kids, not from you. Right? Anything from you, she's gonna reject. She's gonna like, I don't want this from you. But if you want to give her flowers on Mother's Day, make it from the kids to her. We're switching to phone.
You're good, Wally.
Huh? I'm good.
You're
I'm
good.
good.
I can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
You get my network connection. I can hear you, Wally.
Yeah.
Keep rolling.
All right. Awesome.
It's
So
kinda like,
yeah.
oh, go
So
ahead.
right now, it's everything is for anything you want to give her, it has to go through the kids.
Yeah.
It's funny. Andy, us typical
Again,
guys,
I'm hearing you. I'm
us,
hearing you. Keep going.
us typical,
That makes
us
sense. That
typical
makes
guys
sense.
want to just find a way to fix it right now or do something, take action
Yeah.
right away. And that's our instinct. But man, it's like, especially getting caught in the moment, man. Like very well, you get caught in the moment where you instinctively just want, okay, do something to fix or help or
Yeah.
to give just because you're trying to show you care.
Right. And
And then
sometimes I
it's like
remember
you have
that
to
feeling.
tell yourself to do the opposite.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
No, you're touching upon a really great point, Nathan. Is that I remember that in myself, like the feeling of the need, and that need to do something like that is coming from the hurt, the pain, and wanting to say you're
Hmm.
sorry and trying to get them on the same side of the table as you, but it's going to backfire.
She's gonna see it
Yeah.
as manipulation, right?
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
like, you've tried all of that stuff before. You
Yeah.
haven't changed, right? And so always back to his old pattern of trying to manipulate me again. But if you
Mm.
show up differently and you've changed from doing the emotional work so that you're not the way that you used to be, then taking that action says more than any words or any gift that you give, because you've now changed. And she
Hmm.
feels that change in you, and she sees that change in you as she engages with you and tries to push the buttons that she's been pushing your guys' entire relationship, and it doesn't affect you anymore. That make
Yeah.
sense?
Yeah. No, that totally makes sense, and that's to Nathan's point, that's the deal. It's like, and then what while we worked on it, it's I want to grasp because it's like, oh my gosh, if I don't try and hold on, it is just going to disappear. Versus,
Mm,
no, that's the whole point. You gotta let go and not hold on and let it be a decision from her side, not from me
mm,
trying to hold on and grasp and pull and don't leave, don't do this, let's not do that. We can do this and
right.
versus being like,
Yeah.
all right, if it does, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't, and I have no control over it. And stop trying to control it. So
Yeah, nobody likes to feel controlled, right?
yeah.
And so you trying to hold on to that is her feeling controlled, and so she's going to push
Hmm.
back against that. So the more you do that, the further you're going to have that separation,
Yeah.
and you continue to just push her away, right? So
Yeah. So she needs to see you masculine again, right? And you trying to pull her back in, trying to grab her is like, remember I said being the little bitch boy, right? Like you don't
Yep.
want to be that little bitch
Yep.
boy anymore, right? You want to be the masculine leader. And the masculine
Yep.
leader is like whatever she does and however she tries to push your buttons, however she tries to hurt you, you're like, okay,
Yeah. No,
it
it makes
doesn't affect
sense.
me. It doesn't because I'm so solid in who I am as a man that I am showing up to be for me. Not for her,
Mm.
for you first,
Hmm.
right? And she will. The more that she can't touch you in that weak areas, the more she can't get you there, the more she's gonna start to respect you again. The more she's gonna be like, "Oh my god, he's different. Oh my god, holy shit," you know.
Yeah.
That's gonna attract her, right? And sometimes because we get so stuck in our emotions, we get trapped in that cycle of pain and hurt and neediness that we try to, our
Hmm.
mind is trying to go back to grabbing onto what it knows and pull it in, right? That we have to change that. And it's almost like playing chess, right? It's like playing chess. If you think about playing chess or it's like if you think about even war games on a big board, right? How wars are won. Right now, you and your wife are at war, in a sense, right? So think about a chess game, right? And if you do give your opponent a tell, what's going to happen? You give them a
It's gonna get
tell.
exploited. Gets
Yeah.
exploited. That's your weakness. Hmm.
So same thing. Your wife is moving all her pawns up in your face, up in your grill, trying to take
Hmm.
down that motherfucking king,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? But that king has to deploy his his protection by being solid and centered, grounded in who he is as a man. So he is not reacting from emotion. That's why we do the emotion work to get rid of the emotion, to feel the emotion, so we can come back to our masculine center and lead by example. So when we have our pawns up in a defense, our king is protected, the knights, right, and then right? We got the horses and the knights and everything is protected, right? She's gonna try and penetrate that defense, right? And what do we call that? We call that terms. Terms is a man, right? So I'd like to
Got it.
ask Nick to jump in on that because this is something I think he's really great at as well as speaking to this part.
yeah, so terms are core identity statements about who you are. Um, I'm a man who loves and protects and provides for his family, right? I'm a man who's obedient to the Lord. Um, those are like my two core beliefs about myself. Um, and so those I make all of my decisions from that place. Okay, am I being obedient to the Lord? Okay, I am. All right, I can do this. Or no, I'm not. Like I can't be obedient to the Lord. Then I can't do this. Whatever's asked of me. Or okay, so next step, I'm a man who provides for my family. Okay, well, Am I able to provide for my family in this situation from this? Okay, it doesn't really apply. Am I able to protect my family if I do this? Sure. So if Wally said, "Hey, Nick, I've got stage 4 cancer. There's this experimental treatment that I need to spend $150,000 to do. We need to rob a bank." I'm like, "No, I can't help you with that, Wally. I love you, bro, but I can't help you with that because that's gonna break my terms. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I won't be able to follow the Lord or provide for my family because we're gonna get caught."
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So that's how I'm able to, like, make all of the decisions that I have to make, um,
Right.
from
So
that
when your
place,
wife comes to
knowing my
you, is
identity
it?
of who I
Yeah.
am, right?
So
And so when my wife would come to me and say, "Oh, I need you to do this," I'd be like, "No, sorry, I can't do that. It's not gonna protect my family." And she would get mad. She'd get very upset because she wanted things done her way, and I'm like, "Sorry, I can't do this. What I can do is this," and I'd give her an alternate solution, and she would be like, "No, not good enough." "Okay." And I'd just leave it. That's it. But that would be me being masculine and standing firm in what I believe, and over time, she's understands where I'm coming from my actions. So she knows that she can't ask me to do specific things because I won't do them, because that's not who I am.
Mm.
And
That's
so
it. That answers that answers exactly the question that's ringing in my head. Because I mean, as you were just talking about,
beautiful.
it was like I was about to ask the question, but you answered it before I even got to say it. Was because there's times specifically with her, I'm like, this is not protecting my family. The
yeah,
decision you are making is not what's best for these three other people that live here, and I'm not okay with that. And that's where I get confused in my mind of, am I supposed to just go with the flow and not push back? Or in this situations, not egregiously, not from a defense standpoint for me, but it's like, hey, this isn't in their best interest. I'm not on board with that. Especially as
Yeah.
I'm going through like some of the legalistic stuff with the attorneys and where they have these egregious requests where I'm like, nah, that's mm-mm, I'm not cool with that. That doesn't protect them. You can burn me down. Whatever. I'm going to be okay. Them, they can't protect themselves. I mean, my kids are older, but they're not grown, and they need to be protected. And so that's helpful to know. And as I'm making some of these decisions, because I mean, literally, I mean, I've got a temporary consent order that's sitting in my inbox that I got to reply to at some point, and there's a few bullet points that are like, from a financial standpoint, I'm like, this isn't in the best interest of our kids. You're
Yeah.
trying to bleed,
story.
bleed me dry, and I'm sorry, I cannot agree to that. Uh, y-
Yeah. Yeah.
and you can, and your point, and then stop. And that's something I have done pretty. I will say I'm doing much better with, because usually it would be, here's the no, and here's the no why. Because you, and it's like, no, delete, backspace, backspace.
No, no,
Um,
you. Like, that's
exactly, because I mean, I literally had it typed out the other day. I had my response, which is no, I can't do that. Unfortunately, I'm not. I don't agree with you on that one. And then I had the line. It was, remember, you're the one that wanted to separate. And I was like, no, delete, delete. So,
Awesome.
um,
Awesome.
good.
but
Yeah, that
that's
self-editing is so huge.
but I'm glad to hear that I do have the right to be to say to not agree with everything, and not
Yes.
from a place of being
Absolutely.
defiant, but from a
Yeah.
point of standing up for, to your point, Nick, of no, these are my terms, this is who I
Yeah.
am. And I don't think there's anybody around me that would disagree that no, I take care of mine. I protect mine, and I'm not going to stop doing that, regardless
Yeah.
of your kicking and screaming and everything else. So that's empowering. I'm glad to hear that, because
You,
that's a
you,
question I've
you
had all week.
Andy, remember we talked a little bit about that yesterday, right?
Hmm.
How
Hmm.
how she, you have your terms, right? When I said to you yesterday on the call when we were in the one-on-one, when I said to you, like, like you got to be able, if she touches upon your boundaries, your terms, where you can no longer take care of yourself, and it hinders you being able to take care of those kids and take care of her. That's a term,
Mm-hmm.
right? That's like you say, and if it costs you the relationship, remember the terms, right? If it costs you the relationship because you stuck by your terms,
Mm-hmm.
then it's going to cost you the relationship because you stuck by what you believe is right by you and your term, your boundary. This is my boundary, and I'm saying no. My
Yeah.
ex-wife wanted me to close down the Airbnb. I'm like, you know what? When it's working, operating, and everything is going well, you're happy. But when we get into any kind of financial thing, you get, you know, crazy, right? Even yesterday, she blamed me for her bank account being garnished by the government yet again because she's not being responsible with her money. And then even she said this in front of my son, and my son goes, "Why is it his problem? You're not being he said to her, you're not being responsible with yourself. You went to Turkey for a week instead of going for Turkey for a week because you wanted to go to Turkey. Why didn't you stay home, keep that money, and pay what you had to pay? And now I'm responsible for your trip to Turkey because you didn't,
Yeah.
no. And even my son, he's where I'm like, Dad, you're not responsible. You don't have to give her shit. What? My 15-year-old son just said that to me. I was like, either
Yeah.
he's dropping in all my calls with all the, because I'm like, this kid, I'm like, that kid, like, I swear to God, like, I think he would be an amazing coach because it's like, I think subconsciously he's heard me on calls and he's taken it in. He goes, Dad, mom is old enough. She's living on her own. If she's irresponsible, she's irresponsible. You're not. Why should you be responsible? He even said, "Don't give her shit." What? It's like, okay, Ron. Thank you for validating this for
Yeah.
me. He's 15.
Got an ally.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, even going through the legal, right? I mean, I'm not in that. I wasn't in that place. My wife, my divorce went through. I had to pay 100 euros a kid per month until they're 18. That's it. There was nothing for her to get from me, nothing for me to get from her,
I
and
have
that
to
was
pay
it.
$1,500 a month for my 2 kids.
Yeah, that's where
So,
I'll be.
yeah. 100 euros a month, man, that's nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that's what I'm saying. You have to find that balance, but it's not coming from a place of ego or authority. It's coming from a place of masculine polarity, right? It's not coming from fuck you. It's coming from sorry, honey. I can only do this far because if I go past this limit, this is the land. This is the line in the sand I'm drawing here. That if I go past this line, it hurts me financially. It hurts the kids financially, and it will hurt you because if I go past this line and I can't provide what I need to provide, guess what? All this
Goes away.
will go away.
So you
Yeah.
need to get very clear and understand exactly what that number is. So anything above and beyond that number is okay. Anything below that number anything below that number is okay. Anything above that number is not okay, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you have to make sure that, okay, I know exactly what I can afford and still be able to pay all my bills, still make sure that the kids are taken care of so that I can maintain a house for them, place for them to come, and make sure that they're safe and protected, that they have food, all that kind of stuff, right? So you
Nick,
need to
Yeah.
can you go into your story a little bit with the house and how that all went with selling the old house and getting the new house? Can
Sure.
you speak to that a little bit? Because I think that
Yeah,
would be
yeah,
very important for.
yeah, no problem. So, um, I was living downstairs in our like in-law suite, and the wife was upstairs with the kids, and I was paying all the bills, mortgage and all the electricity and for all the streaming services, power, internet, all that stuff. And she was not contributing at all. So it was a huge financial burden on me. She wanted me to take the initiative to do all the divorce stuff. I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that. Like, this is not what's best for our family. If you want to do that, I'll sign whatever papers you put in front of me, but I'm not going to initiate anything. So it took her 3.5 years to get stuff together for the
Oh,
point.
wow.
And so she was living there rent free. I was paying for her car she was driving around in, insurance and the car payment. And then when we separated, we had to divide all of her assets and sell the house. And she got to keep the car. And I paid a bunch of her debt, paid off her credit card, all of that just to be like, look, you said that you had to sue me to get divorced. How much did that cost you? Oh, it cost me $30,000. I'm like, what? My lawyer fees were like $4,000 to go through all of this. How did yours cost that much more? Whatever. Here's 15,000 additional dollars to cover half of that, because I'm generous and I'm willing to help you with this, because I'm not the guy, I'm not the monster here that you claim that I am. And so once that was all sorted, we have a new agreement that I have to pay her monthly. There's no spousal support at all. I just have to pay for the kids. And there's been times that she wasn't working for the first couple of years because she was going to school. And so I was paying for still all the kids' stuff. And that's fine, right? But now that she's making money now, the amount that I have to pay is going to start to kind of equal out to like a 50-50 level, because she's making almost as much money as I am now. So it was a process. And there was a lot of her getting mad at me for not doing what she wanted me to do. But I know that when kids are from families of divorce, that all of the metrics that you can measure are all negative. Like,
Yep.
drop out of high school, get into drugs, have emotional damage that they need to heal from, that affects them for the rest of their life. And so why would I want that for my kids? I don't want that for my
Yeah,
kids.
exactly.
So now that I have the time that I have with my daughter, I try and make things as happy and positive as I can, building memories. And then I'm able to just be there, support her, and love her the way that I can, right? Just by showing up. And then I can talk to her about what she's got going on in her life, and just talk about what's bothering her, and just love on her and support her where I can, right?
And she went really. I'm just jump in for a second because she went in really like really strong. I mean, not only did she get divorced and she took on a new partner,
Yeah, she's
but
like midway
he even
still living at the house. She started dating a guy, and so that was like a year and a half into, or maybe a year into us being separated. And so that was hard to see his car at my house, and I had to deal with the fact that, no, this has nothing to do with me. This has everything to do with her, and what she needs to feel safe and feel loved. She doesn't feel that from me anymore. And she's grieved me to the point where she had thought that I was dead to her, right? So why would you want to be around a corpse, right?
Yeah.
So I get it, right? I've grieved that old relationship. I don't want that old relationship. That was toxic, right? Super toxic. And it was not good for either of us. We started dating when she was 14 and I was 15. And we were kids and had a whole bunch of childhood trauma that we dealt with that affected how we were running our lives that whole time. So now she's on her own healing journey. And I'm super excited that she's starting to go to therapy and deal with some of her stuff. And I've obviously gone through a lot of stuff. There's still things I've got to work on. but I'm working on it, and things are a lot better. Like she'll talk to me about kids, but that's about it. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And
now.
your older daughter, and your older daughter as well, right? So
My eldest daughter, like, there was a bit of a falling out, and she didn't want to spend any time with me, and because she was old enough, she didn't have to. Now that she's gone off to college, she's communicating with me more, and I'm able to have a bit of a relationship more so than I did before. Um,
yeah,
when this all kind of went down, my youngest daughter, I didn't really have a very good relationship with her, but now I have an amazing relationship with her, and she tells me that she loves me every time that she like leaves. Uh, Lots of hugs and stuff. So it's a total shift in the dynamic of where I was with her to start to where we're at now. And my eldest daughter is distance. She's like uh, in Ontario, which is kind of above New York State,
Mm-hmm.
in Canada here, going to school. So I'll message her and comment on her Instagram stuff and send her things, and she'll reply back. Um, that's all that she wants to have, that relationship. I'm talking on the phone. No call or anything like that. But that's just on her. I'm letting her manage our relationship. But I lead the communication, and I'm the one reaching out to her to, like, hey, love you, thinking about you, that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And that's my masculine leadership that she's needing as her father.
Makes sense. Nathan, because you're still married, right?
Yep.
Did you join this group from a place of struggle in your marriage, or did you join this from just your personal journey that you needed to work on stuff for you?
I for myself, I recognized it. My personal, yeah, it starts with us anyway. My personal issue was I safeguarded everything in my life. So my parents divorced at 15. I experienced it all. It caused all the issues, plus not having the father that I needed to have. I mean, he didn't know. And his dad took him for a burger once, never said I love you or I'm proud of you, and that was it.
Yeah.
Military guy. So I did I decided to work on myself. I mean, the first thing was I had just gotten married and I joined another group and got coaching actually from Wally. And I was trying to make sure that I didn't do the things that would get me to a place of of like where she wanted to lead me. So a majority of men were either divorced or in the process or separated or they're having issues. And so I was trying to learn what I shouldn't do before I do it. And but it was a bigger issue than that for me. I was safeguarding everything in my life as from a reactive standpoint, and I was not operating or even had any idea what it meant to be truly masculine. Um, I thought I did, and and yeah, so it's kind of like even as we speak, I am married, and the things that are surfacing for me already are like it's like even for you, Andy, just that urgency to go do something, to make a move or show you care. Um, that qualifying, validating part of us in the ego, both ego and in the heart. It's like I want like our maleness is like I'm gonna show how good I am. This is how I do. This is what we do in our lives as men. We show up all over the place
That's
and we
right.
prove it. We prove it. We prove it, and it's all on paper. No one can say it's not true. We are doing all these things, and then when someone, especially that we care about, we love, or we're trying to show we care to, says no, that's not true. Ego says, well, look, but then
Yeah.
it doesn't get seen, and then it
Yep.
doesn't get seen, and then we're like, that hurts, pisses me off.
Hmm.
Like, F you, how dare you? There's the ego, but it's also from the hurt. And so, I mean, yeah, I'm married, and I'm still working on, um, some of the things like just in a daily conversation, like we're talking normally, me and you right now, and you've
Yeah.
experienced this, all of you, and you're talking about something cool, like the coffee cup was blue, and I want to put the coffee cup over here, and then and all of a sudden, I don't know, I'm trying to do it in my head because I don't know how they do it, but
That
would you
coffee
put,
cup is green. What are you
did
talking
you put
about?
that sign over there? And no, that's a green one. What does anything have to do with that sign have to do with this coffee cup? Why are you talking about that?
Yeah.
And I didn't even mention that. And how did that go over there with that sign with a cat paw print on it? And you now think this is green, even after we just for a second distracted me and went over there, and now I'm back here. And it's hard to navigate because it throws you off.
Yeah.
Because so I can relate to the fact of a continual, you know, getting caught in, because we're emotional creatures as well. We're men and we're masculine. That's also the emotion part. And I'm, continually, I've done a lot of work, and there's still part of me is like, when do I get to, like, when does it count that they have to have ownership? And
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
asking this because it hurts.
Hmm.
Now, in the masculinity that I'm learning is like, okay, she's not being true or not civil with staying on one topic while you're talking about one topic because she doesn't like that she's wrong on that topic, and then goes to the cat paw, and I'm getting upset about it because it's like
It's
it's not
what do
fair.
we call that? What do we call that, Nathan? What is she doing?
Manipulation.
She's avoiding and deflecting.
Yeah,
She's
it's
not
the yeah.
ready to take responsibility or be accountable.
And trust me, man, I work in a shop, it's a barn, and I'm literally like, God, you see what's going on. This, like, it feels, there's points where I feel really like I'm like, this is not right. Like, how can you live like that and not just be honest and straight up? Like, men.
Hmm. Yeah.
Not all men, just, I'm just saying that so I asked God, I'm like, do I just suck it up and take this shit? Like, do I just like get,
So
like, when
does it
do I put
violate a
my foot
term?
down and show, hey, you don't do this to me. You know who I am? Like, that's what's going through your head, especially when
Hmm.
you are doing all the good things that a great man would do. There's many men out there who would just say, like, F you, and just leave everything to shit for their family.
That's right. That's right.
And we're here doing all the grinding while getting shit on. It feels like
Hmm.
sometimes. And this is the thing, is where I'm sitting there like, okay, wow. There's two ways. One, I'm like, God, come to lay down the hammer, help her see. And then the other part of me is a voice inside saying, where in you are you still affected by this?
Mhm.
Hmm.
Why is, like, imagine if she had to be accountable for all you could. Do you really think she would survive? If she heard you say that right now, I'd be like, "Oh, you think you're,
Ooh,
like, what you,
wait. Nathan, I want to hear the response from Anya. That was a fucking great question. Wow.
it,
What do you think,
Say
Andy?
again.
Like what he said?
if
Like
if
if she
she
was to take response, go ahead.
if she had to handle all the things that you handle and are able to, do you think she would survive?
No. No. And
That's
it
the
shows. I mean,
that's
it
the truth
shows
of it.
through the negotiation, because the only thing that typically gets brought up is emotional, and I'm like, well, there's this whole other world that for you to be able to focus on just that. this whole guardrail has been put up so you can live in that.
Mhm.
And I put it up. And if that's not there, watch it disappear.
Right.
Yeah, and it would feel
Or find somebody else to go and put up a new guardrail. But it
yeah.
certainly isn't going to be put up individually.
Mhm.
And this is where it's a sucky position emotionally for a man, because one side it's like it feels so good to just have justice. At the other side, it would feel good to have justice, but then the other side, it's like you can't do that because you will make it worse.
Yeah.
And so then the man feels like, you can't see it, but I'm up against a wall right now. And
You're falling in the
now
mountains.
I don't feel like I'm leading my life.
Mhm.
I don't have control anymore. I got
Yes.
a girl pinning me against the wall,
Mhm.
and now I get mad.
Yeah.
Because
But you know, there's something interesting there. I would like to add something here. What I think a relationship, why we as men get so caught up in the hurt and the pain of the relationship, is because we weren't given the tools to understand how women's emotionality works, right?
Yeah.
Yes, it feels like they're trying to control. Yes, they're manipulating. Yes, that's how this. All women are all the same. No matter how you want to, whatever color they are, they're all this feminine gene in them. They're all the same. You know, there's different temperatures of it, right? So I think women are there into a way to, especially when we get into the separation divorce aspect of it, it's a way for, I look at it as like, if I didn't go through this divorce, I wouldn't be here today. I would not be the man with my ability to help other men heal. I wouldn't be as a powerful coach that I've become with all the stuff that I've gone through and all the pain that I've had to go through and all the emotional work I've had to do on my own. But I think if you look at it as a lesson and a humbling experience, and not as like she's doing this to hurt me, she's doing it because she's hurt,
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
right? And you're the one that hurt her. And you may not be aware or privy to what you did wrong, but she's told you 1,000 times. She's told you, you just didn't
Mm-hmm.
hear it. And then it got her pressure cooker got so charged, and she had nowhere else to open up and let it bleed a little bit, that it just exploded. I want a separation, right?
Yep.
So we can, as Nathan is saying, yeah, it sucks, it hurts emotionally, but it's also being able to recognize that you're the one that put her in that position in the first place. So how can you allow your ego, this is your ego, to fight back at her for something you actually did to her? And this is where
Mm-hmm.
you have to take the accountability. This is where you have to be responsible for what you did in the relationship. And that's why we say it's not up to her, it's up to you. It's up to you to show up and become different. It's up to you to do the work. And whether
Mm-hmm.
she does the work or not, it's still up to you to lead by example, do the work, and show up. And she's going to test. She's going to push buttons. She's going to go at you in 110 different ways. But those are the same ways that you went at her. And all she's doing
Mm-hmm.
is she's actually kind of giving back to you what you gave to her. Right, Nick?
well,
Oh yeah.
can I ask a
So
question? Just
Yeah.
to remind you. So absolutely. And even Andy, like everything, it applies to me as well. Like wherever we are, single, married, separate, on the verge, whatever you are, like engaged. um yeah, the testing, so Wally, I need a reminder a bit here is it's like there's the things that we're like, I'm thankful that I'm recognizing. And I changed a lot, Andy, by the way. Even when things were like,
Oh,
we're together, we're going through the routine. It's only been 2 years, okay? So I'm not like 15 years in or anything. I'm new, but I'm old enough to realize that there's got to be tools here that I got to put in place that I can't see. And
Mm-hmm.
and so I've been doing that. So then there's not, and this is kind of reminding it is like, Wally, is it where you get to a point where you you don't get reactive to like anything? Because like here's the thing is there's the things that I know I was doing before that were, I didn't see it, but they were causing her to not be okay, not feel safe. I couldn't see nothing, man. Like
Yeah.
and I've always been told I'm a great nice guy. Like
Yeah.
and I would even be like, how could she say this to me? My whole life, everyone's been like, wow, he's a Christian leader. Wow, he's a nice guy. Wow, he's you know, he serves people or whatever. All the things I qualified myself in my ego with, and she's not having it. So now I've been recognizing that. Now there's the other side that I want to ask
Well,
about for the rest of
let me answer that real quick. So
yeah.
what she's doing there is she's grounding you. What she's doing there is she's pulling you back down from the clouds, trying
That
to
could be,
regain
yeah.
her control over you.
Crab in the bucket style. Like,
Bingo. So those are
Okay.
all tests, right? Those are all tests. She's testing you. She's shitting on you. She's testing you to see if you're safe emotionally, energetically, right? Is he secure? Can I come at him? Can I dump all my shit on him? Am I gonna be safe? Am I gonna be heard and understood? And is he gonna be able to hear and understand me and take it all in and not react and not respond to me in a way that's
Yeah.
going to hurt me? She's looking for safety. Women are always looking for safety and security, even within the relationship they're already in. And this goes to Andy as well, right? Why, Andy's wife is where she's at is because she didn't feel safe in the
Mhm.
relationship.
she
So there's
emotionally safe, not
go
physically.
ahead. Yeah, and this is like where I get, this is again being a typical dude is I'm so yeah, even as recent as last night that I decided to shut my mouth and just not give a solution.
You know, I
And
don't know if you
just
remember, I
just
say this.
yeah,
Sometimes you have to, and that's the other thing, you can't fix her. So
yeah.
what's coming up, what I feel just now is like you wanting to fix her, and then you pulled yourself from trying to fix her.
Yeah, and truthfully in my head while it was going on, like all the answers are in my head being like, why do you have to talk about this at 9:30 when I'm lying in bed and about to go to sleep? You decide now to talk about
Yeah.
this. And I was just like in my head, I was like, why like God, why do they have to what's why? What it does not make sense. Like it's like there's no point to enjoying your life like this. And and that's what it was like. But I was like, I looked over and I was like, just don't say nothing and stay emotionally present, calm too. They can feel us, me especially. I can get pretty, the room can feel it if I get mad. So um the other question was like Wally, is it just constant testing where like you're going through your day, everything's fine. They're not fighting. Like it's just but like
It's always it's going to
the
be the
skit
whole
that just
relationship.
shows up out of nowhere, and you're like
Yeah.
you're sitting there going like, what happened? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
and
It's
you're just
gonna
like,
be it's gonna be like that
and then
always,
it's so
brother.
hard to like where's the question is I have is like is it's like yes you can stay focused, but I think I mean it's like staying on a pattern of being on your game or you know, some people would call it walking on eggshells, but what's the difference between that
Well,
and being
yeah. Well,
just
that's why we do
okay
the
with
emotional work,
blindsided?
right? That's why we do the emotional work. Is that we're
Yeah,
no longer reactive, and she no longer. I was telling Andy yesterday. She no longer has the football. She no longer has access to that nuclear button. She has no more access to pushing those buttons that she can't affect you anymore. And if she is, you exit the situation, you leave the situation, go deal with the hurt, scream, say fuck you, whatever you have to do in your car away from her, and then come back. Be solid, be calm, because energetically she needs to feel safe. Like, oh, I got him, but he's not going to unleash and trigger on me. So so for us as men, we need to leave exit, get it out of us, come back completely calm because we've already dealt with the hurt and the pain, and now we're settled, and now we've taken all that steam that built up out of the pressure cooker, so we're no longer going to trigger in front of her. We've taken care of the trigger, and we let the steam out elsewhere. Come back, and now we're
Cool,
Yeah.
collected.
Yeah, you can probably hear in my
and
voice.
that's why
Andy,
it's playing chess, and that's why we say it's calling chess with playing chess, right? She's going to test if she can penetrate your defense. She's going to test if she can penetrate your terms.
So, do you remember in Jurassic Park how the dinosaurs would test the electric fence to see if they could escape? That's what she's doing. She's testing that
Yep.
electric fence, right? And if she can bust through that fence, she's going to bust through that fence and attack. So she's going to constantly just be randomly checking here. Okay, check over here, check over here. Okay, I'm safe. If she's not safe, she's going to bust through.
Sometimes I wonder if it'd be funny to turn up the voltage.
I don't think you want to do that.
10,000 volts keeps the T-Rex in. It'll work.
You guys can tell I might need to stay in my office. No, I'm being also serious. Like, yeah, like since learning how to manage myself as well too, like yeah, like there's some moments where I'm like, wow, I gotta get just. So I go down to my office and then like say what I gotta say, or if I have to get it out, and I'll go back upstairs. my throat's still pretty, raw. And then usually in this process, I find other ways of why I'm actually this bothered, and deal with myself with ownership. And then
Nathan,
I'll go upstairs like, yo, you're getting sick, and I'm like, no, it's not because I'm getting sick.
So Nathan, let me ask you something real quick, right? So as an example for Andy, when you got triggered and you exited, what was the feeling that you
first? That's awesome. You recognize you were triggered. Then you left to go and deal with that in a responsible way.
Yeah. But what was the feeling behind the trigger?
Yeah.
The feeling behind the trigger?
Yeah. Well, how did it make you feel?
It just made
were you
hurt.
angry or you hurt? Okay.
I was more like just like how can, pretty much my feeling was like, how can you be like I'm coming to you with all honesty and you just can be like a straight fuck you, like just that, like after everything I'm doing and all I'm doing and how I even continue to manage whatever comes at me from you, and then it's just like
she's testing you, man. She is testing you.
Like, it's hard to manage because the attitude, the scowling faces,
that's the hurt little girl.
The rudeness, the straight up rudeness, and it's almost like it makes you feel like, why the fuck are you here? Why am I even here?
What's crazy? What's crazy about all this is, Wally, you're in Serbia, or where are you?
Slovenia, yeah.
Slovenia. Sorry, I put you way too far east. You guys are in Canada. I'm at the bottom of South Carolina, and we're all having the exact same kind of issues, and that's the and it's like, so it's just so interesting. And the interesting thing is, it's biblical, that we're supposed to be in relationship, but yet the difficulties are almost identical, and it's ubiquitous at the same time. It's like, but I mean, it even says, I'm pretty sure. So Nick, Nathan, please correct me if I'm wrong, but it said, like, didn't Jesus say, like, if you marry, not like you have to be married. It's like he knew. He's like, if you're going to go down that path, be
Paul said that.
ready. But if if you're gonna have children and everything, that's kind of the requirement to bring that safety to the family, and I don't know. It's just so interesting, while you're on the other side of the world and we're
Yeah.
all, thousands of miles from each other, and it's all, and we've never, like, I haven't met any of you, and I'm never gonna bump into y'all on the street. Maybe you Canadians have a tendency to come to Hilton Head all the time. So
No, but we're gonna probably do a retreat. Nick and I are talking about doing a retreat this summer.
that'd be
Nice.
cool. That'd be cool.
It'll
But
be
no,
here
long
until
story short,
maybe.
it's great that we're in the same boat.
Yeah.
Even though we're in
But that
different
just
Encouraging.
goes to show that all women are the same.
That's the point. That's exactly the point. Yep.
And
They're
there's
always
And
it's
how
a,
we should,
security.
like, in us
And
having masculine presence with each other, to not complain, but to teach, to know, to learn, to understand the feminine, why they are the way they are. It's like, either we can go against the grain or we can go with the grain, and the grain is
Mhm.
the woman. And
Mhm.
it's like her job is to keep us humble, keep us in our power. But sometimes, because we didn't know who we are, and when we got into the relationship in the first place, we didn't know how to hear and understand that she's trying to change me. She's trying to make me be someone who I'm not. And then this turns into resentment, anger, frustration. Wait, how am I supposed to? You want me to do this, this, and this, but that's not who I am.
Mhm.
And we
there's
don't learn how to
flame
be.
greater, and that's what she sees in you, and she's trying to draw that out of you so
Yeah.
that you can become the man that she knows you're capable of being. But you have
Mhm.
self-limiting beliefs that I can't do that. I'm not like that. And
Yeah.
so you have to overcome that stuff and step into that power so that you can become who you were designed and created to be. And she's a mirror. She's just holding up a mirror to you to see where the areas in you that you need to work on. So anytime you're getting triggered, thank you for showing me this. Like, there's more work
Mhm.
at, right? It's a blessing, right? So it's so important to shift that context from being attacked to being, this is a gift that she's giving me. Because
yeah,
it's only an attack. You let it be an attack.
Yeah.
Right?
Or she's showing me something I need to work on to be a
She's
better
showing me
man.
something I need to work on, something that I didn't see that I needed to work on. But there's a reaction here. Oh, I didn't even realize that I'm reacting to this. I need to take a minute, go elsewhere, let some of this out, then come back and re-engage in a place where I'm calm and collected and can think clearly, because so I'm not emotional, right? Because when you get into your emotions, you can't logically think properly because you go into fight,
Mhm.
flight. And fight or flight, it's like all the emotion goes away, or all the logic goes away, and you're strictly in the emotions, and you're trying to get out of there and try and protect yourself. You're trying to feel safe, where she's trying to be safe by sharing her emotions with you.
Mhm.
And you're making it mean something about yourself, and you're reacting to what she's bringing up in you. And so if you're able to deal with what that's coming up, the next time when that conversation happens, that's not there anymore. And you're able to react differently. And you're not reactive to her, and you're allowing her to share more with you of what she's feeling, which in turn helps her heal and get all of that stuff that she's been carrying out. But it starts with you recognizing, oh, I've got something here that I need to deal with.
Mhm.
We weren't taught that ever.
Bingo.
No. Yep.
Wild,
So
right?
get back to work, Nathan.
That's all they think. You gotta get back to work, man.
But you see what Nathan did there. He exited and he dealt with the pain away.
Yeah.
Right, as I said, like, get in your car, Go for a drive. If you find yourself getting triggered, exit. Say, hey, honey, I want to talk to you about this. I need a few minutes. I'll be back in half an hour. I need to go take care of something. You don't even tell her what you're doing. You just, I need to go take care of something. Go deal with it. Scream in the car. Go for a drive. Find somewhere
Not in your
quiet.
driveway in the car, because she can hear you in the driveway in the car.
Yeah.
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 You need to go
Somewhere
somewhere
where
else.
out of sight, right?
Out of
You
sight,
go
down
somewhere
the
where you
block,
can,
wherever it
yeah,
is.
down the block or to your other property. You know,
Yeah.
get a
Yeah.
punching bag up in your garage in your other property or something. You know, where you can go there and you like just let it rip.
Yeah.
You know.
This is Andy. You want a real fast example of how this could have gone one way or the other this week?
100%.
It was so she's feeding my 1.5-year-old, and I basically I didn't think it was safe for her to let her climb up on the couch. Okay, my 1.5-year-old on the arm to switch the light switch, and I suggested putting a bookshelf that will attach to the arm and not be able to move, so she can't even bother to climb up there. But she couldn't see that. And she just wanted me to move the couch, but I wanted it to be my idea because safety is one of my terms. It's a thing.
Mm-hmm.
And but it was a buildup. So it got to me well enough. It's pretty simple. You hear that? It's pretty simple. Like, okay, maybe I'll just give her a moment, think about it, and maybe, you know, she'll come around to it. But I wanted it now because it was safety. But I was emotionally engaged. So then I went downstairs. I freaking came in my office. I beat the crap out of that cushion over there. I screamed. I lost my voice. I went off. I wrote everything I wanted to say on a text. I'm talking 3 paragraphs because it was built up. This isn't just that moment. This has like been a few weeks, okay,
Mm-hmm.
or maybe a week, but a build up that I hadn't been managing properly. And and then I was like, nope. I read it on a note, not on a text, on a note in my phone, so that it's away. Then I was like, I'm going to listen to Pastor Rick Warren, Saddleback Church, and just put my mind somewhere else so I can just stop thinking about this because she's going to come down from nap time. It was all in like a matter of like 15 minutes, eh? So then I'm like, no, I'm not doing that crap. Every time you got to distract yourself to be okay. You know, I'm going through mad at myself now. And then I'm working on things and and I had to finally come back to like, you know, okay, there's like so they're gonna go driving now. You can go and say bye, or you can just like stay in the shop and not say hello. And your little daughter's out there too, and you can say bye to her, or she's not gonna see dad. What's gonna be? So I said, okay, well, I'm gonna do it. She's innocent. I'm going out there for her. So I went outside, and my wife actually walks up with a smile and says, hey, you know what? I'm sorry if I was a little bit rude there. I'm like, what?
Don't react. Just take the win.
No. She's like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to, like, you know, I just wanted her to be safe. I didn't think you're going to be able to do it right away. And I'm like, thank you. You know, and that was it. So think about all that, all the writing, all the swearing, all the talking to God. God, you got to sort this out because this is stupid. Like, and I did it all here, not on the mountain, you know, like here. And I didn't make things like 50,000 times worse.
Yeah.
Because I was mad and I didn't have myself under self-control. And even the note, I deleted it because the whole, you know, love doesn't keep record of wrongs.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to own, especially when you watch it being, the book is being thrown at you from the feminine all the time. It feels like. It feels like, but it's just their memory of a feeling, not them trying to throw a book at us, I think. So there's my fast track version of where you either take ownership and be managing, or you I almost threw all that back onto my family over a couch arm.
Yeah.
Well, that was the trigger, you know, that was the final straw that I had let it get to. And that's why it's so encouraging to relate like this. Because yeah, we're all over the world here. Every other man's in the same boat. It's whether they're standing in ownership like we are right now and relating
Yeah.
to other men and reminding each other and encouraging each other, or not.
Yeah.
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 And that's why I'm so grateful that like whatever I went through to be where I'm at right now, that I was able to put this community together. And yes, it's small at the moment, but it's growing and it's going. And and the purpose behind it is so amazing. It's so beautiful. And I see it. The more and more, it's funny. Nick will attest to this. So, like, I was not a religious guy. I was never a saint God at all. And the more like Nick and I became like best friends, we have Nick and I. I've known it. What is it? 4,
5
5,
years.
5 years now. We know each other. We haven't met in person yet. I can't wait to give this motherfucker a big fucking hug. You have no idea. You have no idea. Because if it wasn't for Nick being consistent and vice versa, me being consistent and showing up for him
Mhm.
the way he shows up for me, like, powerful. And it's amazing how you can be corrected by a friend who is masculinely leading by example and saying, hey, think about your actions, think about what you're doing, think about how that's going to affect you and the kids. And having that and being here, it's such a beautiful thing. And it's something that we all need as men to continue growing and becoming who we are meant to be as leaders of our families and being purposeful. And yeah, it's hard, but that's why we're
Mhm.
men. God gave us a penis, and gave us a sword, right?
Yeah.
Hard to
That's just how
differentiate
figure
between
out
the two sometimes.
Right?
you know, like we're hunter gatherer. We go out. We have to defeat the lions. We have to defeat the dinosaurs. We have to defeat whatever is coming our way and protect our family. And we can't do that from a place of being internally in chaos.
Yeah. Yeah.
And sometimes that monster that we're trying to fight is the monster inside of ourselves that our wife is saying, hey, there's something wrong with you. No, there's not. What are you fucking talking about, you crazy bitch?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Or you go,
Absolutely.
fuck, what am I doing wrong? Well, how is this affecting my kids? How is this affecting her? What am I doing? Like, oh shit, I need to work on this. I got to figure out why that's in me and why that's getting poured out and vomited all over my family and my wife and my kids.
Hmm.
You know,
See
so
this right
that's
here.
why.
So sorry, Wally. This right here is the moment where I'm sitting here going, like, after all I was feeling and all that chaos, you get back to, oh yeah, and then my ego's going. This is how my ego still kicks in. My ego's going, you forgot this position again. Like you forgot, like after you let all that, emotional turmoil for yourself even go on, and now you get back to your focus again. And that's why it's important to meet like this. Is you can get to we forget, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So it's kind of
there
cool
was
to.
a time when Allie attacked me verbally, and
Say that again. The line got a little bit skewed. Say it again from the beginning.
Allie attacked me verbally and was
Yeah.
like in my face. Right, I didn't react, and then later she came back and apologized, like Nathan was saying. Oh, same thing, but because I had shown up solid and held my ground and was masculine, she realized, oh, maybe I overstepped here. Maybe I went a little bit too far. And so she came back and apologized. I'm like, I can count on one hand how many apologies I've had.
I mean, it was like it actually happened. Oh
it
my
actually
god!
happened, guys. Holy crap. This is amazing. So she was tested, right? And she went too far, and she recognized that she went too far in that testing. And she came back and apologized later. And even though we're like separated, she was still conscious of that.
So, and you see how this separation is just one big giant test.
Yeah.
right? Because guys, I don't know if you know this or we spoke about it last time, but Annie actually has 2 life preservers here that she gave him, right? What are they? What did she tell you?
Well, that she's not done. Um, that's the one for sure. Um, Forget my other one, Wally.
That she asked you if you're done.
Yes. Yes. Yep. That's right.
That's 2
Nick, can
wins,
you
man.
speak to that? Right?
That's
2
good.
wins. 2
Yeah.
wins.
Yeah. But then, I mean, like I said, those are huge wins, and I got to keep leaning into it that way because the
Yeah.
ego, and whether you call it the ego or you call it
The
the enemy, the
resentment,
enemies.
let's call it the resentment, the resentment, which is stemming from the hurt and the sadness, the resentment, the anger. The resentment is and anger are a result of the sadness that you're feeling, and you wanting to protect your heart.
Mm, mm, yep.
But if you deal with the hurt, there's the resentment stuff goes away.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's what we're doing. We're kicking. Oh, he had a beautiful. I won't go into detail, but it was beautiful yesterday. What you let out, brother.
Yeah.
That was
But I just
amazing.
want to fix now. I want to fix now. I want to fix it now.
That's because you're a man, and that's how that works.
Definitely a dude.
I want it,
Yeah.
I want it now. That's being a man.
Not
Where's
now.
the mechanic? I'm gonna go to him right now, and I'm
Yeah.
gonna set an expectation. I want this thing back in a week. Thank you. How much money do I have to give you? All right, call it a day.
It could only
On to
be
the
so
next
easy.
challenge.
Yeah, but this is where you become the mechanic,
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
and you have to
that's right.
stop the oil leak, the
Yes,
gasoline leak.
Yeah.
You
yep.
know,
And hey, Andy, just encouragement. It's been a couple weeks. I was away and stuff, but I can see on your face and your demeanor and expression, you're actually way more settled than a few weeks ago. I can
Well,
see
that
that
means a
on
lot,
you.
man. Thank you.
Yeah, I can see
Thank you.
like from what I remember, because yeah, when you showed up first, there's a lot of concern, but you're a little more, you're settled, you're relaxed, and yeah, be encouraged, buddy. I can see that.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I was telling Wally. I mean, like when it started, like this was always tight, and it just
oh yeah,
the anxiety and the angst, and even though like I'll still have the triggers, they still pop up. It doesn't turn into an inferno. It's just like a little spark that you can almost spit on to put out versus an inferno that again, if you watch Inside Out, the Pixar movie where you got anger and he's just completely inflamed, and nah, no, I'm able to just go, okay, all right, there it is, Psst, the candle's
Yeah,
out. Psst, you're out.
that's awesome,
So,
man. Way to go.
so,
Like
Amazing.
that's huge, and to be able to see it now and recognize too, and like there's so many tools that you probably notice already in your life during your day and stuff. You're not things that used to bug you a lot more don't as much anymore.
oh,
You
and
know,
it's
it's
even interacting with like my friends and my boss, where just being able to just having that confidence again, of like my boss, he's a hammer. Well, you've talked to him, Wally. I mean, he's
oh yeah, with
Garrett.
Garrett, yeah,
Garrett's a hammer looking for a nail, and
yeah.
and we were interacting with one of our GCs that kind of screwed us over, and he's like, you send this letter out and da 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 da, and I was like, hey man, what is the goal, to get paid or is the goal to win this battle?
Right.
And where before I'd be like, all right, fine, I'll just write the letter and move on. But I was able, like, if the goal is to get paid, why fight the fight? What's the win? Oh, you get to sound like you're right by writing this egregious letter back to try and make them feel lesser, and all you did is create another enemy, and you don't get paid. Or we can just get paid and move on with life. And so, I mean,
Yeah.
historically, like I said, I wouldn't have done it. I was like, well, hey man, what do you want to do? You want to get paid or do you want to win? And we got paid. So I mean,
That's a
ultimately
win.
we won. Yeah,
Yeah, it's a
ultimately
win.
we win.
Yeah.
So, but
crazy.
And I
Nathan,
told
that means a lot.
to talk about that. Because I'm working with Houston now, and I told Garrett that he's gonna have to do at least one session with me just to be a grounding
Yeah.
for Houston, and he kind of, I think he was a little bit like, okay.
Well, I
Like,
told him too. I was like, number one, you weren't in the right environment. I was like, you're in the office. You're not able
yeah,
to get in touch with yourself. I was like, and number two, you gotta want it. I was like, because if you
yeah.
just think that you're right and in your ego, because it in his mind, I know deep in his heart, he's seeking
Oh, I can tell. I know it. It's right there.
truth.
That's what it's
He's
there. It's
seeking
right
it
there.
so much,
Much, yeah.
and
And that's what, and he's
because
doing
he
it through Houston. He's doing it through Houston.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, but
That kid has balls,
absolutely,
man. 17-year-old. This kid is 17, and I put him through the ringer. And I just in the middle of the call, I was communicating with him. What an awesome kid. What an
yeah,
awesome kid, man. The courage he has to deal with his emotions, and I got him like vibrating, crying. He went through it, man. I won't go into what happened, but I just say, physically, man, he let it go. He let it go, and he wanted. He
yeah,
wanted it. He's like, I want this out of me.
Nice. Oh, that's
He
yeah.
was literally like this. Like when I got him into the emotions, his
Mm,
jaw, his whole face, everything, his whole nervous system was just like this. Fucking
yeah,
amazing.
yeah,
Courageous. Courageous. So
yeah.
proud of that
Guys,
kid.
I've got to drop off. My daughter's waiting on me. I got to hear
Yeah, all
shopping.
good.
All
I
right,
do
brother.
too.
Thank y'all.
All right, so
Thanks,
we're
guys.
25 minutes over.
Yeah, we're a little late.
All
So
No
right.
worries.
thanks,
All right.
guys.
See
All
you
right,
guys
guys.
next week.
See ya.
All right. Bye.
Hey guys.
Later.
Yeah, thanks guys. Appreciate it.
Ciao, ciao.